This time on Woody's Garage, it's the Red Briggs with the goofy carb.
Well, I was thinking about cleaning the carb, and I said, like, wait a minute. The only way to get gas in this thing is using the gas tank because it has this metal connector in, and you can't really just hitch anything else up to that, or maybe you can. But anyway, I put these nuts and bolts in the gas tank, and I didn't get a whole lot out. I got a leaf, a little bit of rust, but right now I'm going to fill it up with some apple cider vinegar and let it sit for a while, and hopefully that'll break down the rust inside. It's not a lot, but there's definitely some. Well, we got the gas tank here, and we got it full of apple cider vinegar. And we gotta let that sit for a while. You can see it bubbling. I mean, there's definitely some action going on there. It's very acidic, so hopefully it'll wipe out the rust. Oh no, it's spewing. And decided to clean the carburetor today on the Briggs. Alright, we got over here on the other table. Now these updraft, I know they have a different name, something or other flow carburetors. I've only worked on one of these once, and I had no idea what I'm doing, so I have no idea really what I'm doing this time, except for I know, because I made the mistake the last time, is you got to pull this out, and then take out a jet that's like yay long in order to pop the bowl down. Now this thing also, ooh, am I losing focus? Also has a choke up here on the manifold, and I can't really tell what's going on behind here, so I think I'm going to take it off of the manifold so I get everything rather than trying to, you know, detach springs and stuff that I can't really see and I don't know how they go. So I'm going to loosen these up. Sometimes I loosen them and I put a little oil on there to hopefully free up the gasket so I don't rip it, but we'll see what happens there. These loosened up pretty easy, which was kind of nice, and it looks like the gasket is not sticking, also very nice. There it is in all its dirty ugliness. The only thing that was kind of tricky was this thing here, which is hitched up to the linkage. I think I showed that in the other video. So I guess I kind of popped this off before. Yeah. I'm going to take a toothbrush, I think, and get off all this external dirt. And take it from there. So I'm wondering, what the heck is this thing here? You see that? Don't know. Like it's taking a while to clean it up. I think I'm going to take it outside and hit it with some gasoline. I don't want to lose the red paint though, that's the thing. Okay, outside we got the crud off. Nice gasoline bath. Now we're going to take this out first. Then what you got up here, if you can see it, camera might see it better than I can, is you got a jet in there that you can unscrew, but you need a particular screwdriver to fit right, and hopefully it's not gummed up and hard to get out of there. Well, I don't have a single screwdriver that's going to fit in there and get that, but I got a tip from 65 Ford, his YouTube channel. He took a screwdriver bit, put it in a socket, and hopefully this will fit in, and I'll use the socket wrench to loosen it up. We'll see if that works. Nope, it worked in his video, not in mine, but he had a bigger carb, so it won't fit through the hole. The smaller screwdrivers I use don't have a wide enough tip to grab hold of that, and I kind of don't feel like grinding a screwdriver down, but I think I'm going to have to. Here's an old screwdriver that broke off years ago, and I kind of made it into a crude screwdriver, and I'm hoping this will work. Yeah, we got it. That's it. Long sucker. Goes right about like that. So if you pull off the bowl, you'll like bend this thing, so you got to take it out first. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this thing is, because it's hitched up
that's the throttle, right? And this should be the choke. It does say choke, but yeah, it's totally frozen. So, is this like a, you know, you pull it up to go faster, push it down. It's loose, but maybe the spring's in the wrong position. Also kind of videotaping it so when I take it apart, I know how to put it back together. You can also see that someone's messed with it down here. Trying to make the spring tighter, I assume. You got the carb adjustment. Whatever this is for, it's half. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. It looks like this, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of O-ring or any spring or anything in there. So all the bowl screws were, to the point they were just about loose. They weren't tight at all. But there we go. It's a very satisfying thing when you do that. I want to make sure I don't rip the gasket. It's not that filthy. Well, it seems okay. I think this doodad up here is supposed to come off, but since it's bent, it doesn't turn off easily. But I'm going to get it off so I can separate the two. So we got that off with the vice grips, just turning it off. I'm wondering if this was like idle adjustment or like to set a speed adjustment or something, because it's threaded all the way down into here. Got two like baths going on here. This one is WD-40 and this one is carb cleaner. You don't want to put the rubber stuff in the carb cleaner. And no need for the other stuff. This is where that jet was. It has a rubber O-ring in there. Keep that intact. So they are apart. Now we can see everything, but I can't see the choke here. That's obviously probably just a butterfly in there, right? I think so. I think if you loosen that, that looks like it's already pinned all the way down. You could move it, but there was probably a handle sticking off of here that's broken. The upper, we got the float. We got some weird looking gaskets there. You can see the needle valve there going up and down is plastic. Surprisingly enough, 1961, that's plastic. And the butterfly. So I may leave that gasket there. I don't know what's underneath it. It looks fairly clean. Just make sure the needle valve is nice and clean. Yeah, look at that thing. It's all plastic. It's really weird and hangs on there with a little hanger. Well, I'm not getting the seat here to budge at all. If I spray through here, it comes out nice and clearly right in that hole there, which is good. And there's a good flow from here, but I'm going to put a Q-tip in there. Probably spin it with a drill. Cleans it up nice, and then there'll probably be no reason to really pull it out anyway. Not too bad, not too dirty. Semi-clean. I'm going to bring it back inside and blow it out with the pressurized air. Okay, I think I know what this thing is. That's got to be a drain. When there gets to be too much gas in here, it just kind of drips out of there. Makes sense, huh? Well, we're fairly clean.
Just looking at it, and I noticed that there's like a black mark, and I thought that was like grunge underneath, but it might be some kind of seal. I don't know. I don't want to poke at it because I know I don't have one, and I don't even know what to call it. And then there's kind of a hole here too that I noticed. I don't know if that's supposed to be through or what that is. Try to blow some air through it, I think. I cut off a piece of wire brush and I got that down there, and it feels nice and clear. And when I blew air through there, I felt that, I swear I felt it going through, but I wasn't sure. But now with that piece of wire, I'll show you how long it is. I'll pull it out. It's that long. You can tell it with the pliers about how long it is. So I think it went like pretty much all the way through. So I think I'm ready to assemble this thing. I want to straighten out this the way I think it was supposed to be, and then we'll reassemble. I also wanted to say that I loosened up the screw on the side for the choke, and sure enough, you can see it down there. So it's got, like, you know, the little arrow that, so if you turn the plastic this way, it'll shut it off, and that way is open. It's just like a friction control. Okay, the float is on. What you do is you blow in here, and if you blow in there and you hold your, you know, nothing goes through, then you got a good seal, and that is the case. And I'm not going to do it again because I don't like blowing things. So I still have no idea about this throttle setup, how it's supposed to work. I think that would be a return spring, right? I should have looked when it was open. I'll put the jets back in. Okay, we got that in. Use that blunt screwdriver again to get it in there. I put this out about 1.5 turns. I have no idea where it was. I didn't count that. I got that one back in how it was, which was, I think, 2 3/4. Let's put it on. I'm going to, first I'm going to modify that engine mount though, so that, oh yeah, this thing, so that it goes on easier. So here's my idea on the engine plate so that I can get it on and off quick. This piece underneath here is to put little L brackets, just these screws which clear the engine. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but anyway, let's screw around with the engine. Okay, the day before when I ran it, it hardly had any oil in it, and I kind of knew it. That's why I didn't want to run it for long. And it doesn't have much in it. It's just like I'd like to warm it up and dump it, but I think I'm just going to dump it now. It's, you know, not a lot of oil. It's cheap. Let's drain it. Delicious. Okay, we got the oil in it. I'm going to move the module from here down to here. It was kind of in the way. And there's another hole already for it, so we'll just put it there. Carb is mounted. Choke is functional. Leave it on. Don't like where I put the module. That kind of stinks too. Maybe it was better up here. Maybe someplace else. I don't know, but for testing purposes. Problem is we need to get gas in it. So I might take the gas line off the gas tank and just put it out, like, you know, along the side here so I can feed gas into it. Okay, we got the gas line hitched up. I think it's getting gas. I'm not positive. It's not leaking. That way I know it would be getting gas. So I'll prime it a little bit and see what we get. better dirty. Okay, the carb is leaking now, and it looks like we have a pretty weak spark. That's not good, but let's see what we got. Shut off the gas here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I got it started. I switched plugs. I don't think that's it, but not exactly smooth. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day today. The humidity's like way up to 73% already. The sun is out and it kind of gets to be no fun to work on these things. Obviously the float bowl needs to be looked at again. I now realize I can take off the bottom bowl without a issue at all. And that'll probably be the next thing, and we'll take it from there. But hey, it's running, you know. Okay, I'm inside and I want to see what's going on with the Briggs carbon float. My first thought was maybe the float has a hole in it, but it doesn't appear to have any gas in it. Yeah, I mean the worst thing about it, sorry I'm not really organized here, is the plastic needle valve. It seems to work. I mean, it seemed to seal, but I don't know. You know, it's so decrepit. It's old. Plastic doesn't age very well. Let me put it in here and we'll take a look at it. Yeah, it seems to be pretty free there. And once again, when I blow through the tube, it does its thing. It stops. And, you know, for my money, when a float is about level compared to like the top here, it's good, you know. I mean, it might be off, but to me that's always what I kind of shoot for if I don't know, and I don't know. And I did a quick look on eBay for a new needle, and now the modern stuff comes up, but you know, it looks about the same size too. But you know, don't know what's going on here. So I put the car back together and I started thinking about this. You know, I've never dealt with one of these, so I'm wondering if this is where my leak's coming from. It's just going down to the bottom of the bowl. And I'm guessing that it's the float. But I bet it's this O-ring in here. It looks like there's a copper brass sleeve in here. And then what sits on top of that is this O-ring. I'm kind of scared to try to take it out of here in case I don't have one. I guess maybe I'll check and see if I have one before I do that. Well, this isn't good. I don't have an O-ring that fits. I tried to get this out, and this looks more like, you know, like packing or something. I'm trying to get it out, and it's just turning into this fibrous crap, which I don't know, doesn't look good. Bah, what am I gonna do? Yeah, this has me pretty pissed off. I mean, I think this packs around that copper brass sleeve in there, and then sits on top of it, and as you tighten it up, it seals it up. And, you know, with that in mind, it was probably good, but it's not anymore. And it's from 1961. Who the hell sells that? So I just kind of stuck a O-ring on it to see if it'll take up the slack of what I just took out of it. Yeah, sure. And we'll see if it leaks. I don't know. I didn't take out all that much. Enough. But, okay. Okay, I put a little gas down through the tube. And the only place it appeared to be leaking was from here. And you can still see it still is. A little bit. But no place else. So, I don't know if, like, this is solved. I don't really know what the problem was. It was just spewing it all over. I was pull starting it, and like I said, I don't like really using gas indoors. So I think I'm going to go back outside and see if we can start it up again. Well, here I have an H50 that I got on an Aaron snowblower that had a blown connecting rod. And I'm wondering if I can use this manifold and try out another carb on the Red Briggs. You know, just to get it running kind of thing. And since I kind of don't know what's going on with the that packing, the carburetor leak, whatever. You know, just to run it. So I'm going to see if this will line up. That's way bigger. Bolts are way bigger. You can kind of tell just by holding it up. Negative. Okay, it's the next day. Kind of got over my frustrations of yesterday. I'm just trying to find a way to put fuel in it that's not going to slop all over the place. And what you've missed is it actually running for quite a long time. I just got the rubber tube here hitched up and just giving it enough gas that I think I'm filling the bowl. It's still coming out of the drain down here when I put too much in. But I've been trying to get a handle on the adjustment screws too. But we're running a little bit longer, which is good. So let's see what we get this time. Gotta gas it up. A bit better, huh? Well, one thing I did is I used this rubber O-ring to hold the throttle all the way down, and then I screwed it in so that it was very high idle. So I'm adjusting kind of from there. Not bad, huh?